Hey YouTube, Hazy here. Another episode of Neon Abyss. I think there is a slight discrepancy in the run that we're doing right now and the last run I posted. I'll explain that in a little bit, but let's talk about our free trial item. At the moment, we got the more pets you have, the more times you could jump. Wonderful. Okay. We're going to play as Anna because I've had the most success with her in the past, and we are trying to get to Athena. At the moment, Athena, getting that wisdom bar up, not taking damage, using purple chests and purple crystals to the best of our ability to try and get to Athena. The reason that this episode is not this run is not the run we left off at in the last episode is because, for two reasons specifically. The first is that we had a bunch of really bad runs in a row. We had like 2 bad runs in a row, and then the run prior to those 2 bad runs, we just faced off against Ares again. And that made me think of a really crucial question moving forward with this channel and how I want to display my content. I don't think I'll be posting horrible runs that I get demolished just yet for a couple of reasons. The first is that I think to watch those runs and actually enjoy them as an audience, you have to have somewhat of a personal connection to the YouTuber, and I feel like there's 2 ways to think about this. Either only 10 runs of Neon Abyss. If I put out a horrible run, you won't enjoy it because you don't have that like personal connection to me built up just yet. And there's also the thought process that, well, the personal connection gets built quicker when you do put up those bad runs, and we can like see your bad side and your frustrated side and stuff like that. And I do agree with that, but I feel like just at the moment, I'm going to avoid putting up those runs simply because they aren't entertaining, and I think step 1 is keeping you guys entertained for long enough to watch a little bit of the run and maybe the next one if you really enjoy it. So that's my current mindset. The other thing was the Ares run that we did. We were extremely overpowered. It would have been our 3rd Ares run I uploaded in a row, and the whole time I'm talking about Athena. So I just don't think the video was very cohesive. It didn't make a lot of sense. Just from watching the video, you would have thought I was gonna face Athena the whole time, but then we just very anticlimactically face Ares for the 3rd time in a row. And I decided that, this is kind of a weird episode. It's a little bit boring. My commentary wasn't great. And I got this similar question kind of going through my mind. Do I want to release episodes like this? And I think in the future that answer will be yes, once I've developed a little bit of a community here on the channel and once we get things rolling. But at the moment, I think I'm going to be avoiding posting those sorts of runs, if that makes sense. And it didn't put us extremely behind. I think there will be a 2-day gap between the last video and this one, which, I mean, I've got 12 subscribers, right? That's not making or breaking, anybody's day. But I did want to address that slightly, because I did say that I was going to be trying to do 1 run at least every other day, if not daily. So that is that on the table, currently out of the way. All good in the hood. Ooh. A little bit rusty on... Oh, I just actually ruined this room, perhaps. Definitely ruined this room, actually. Oh, no, we didn't. That heart saved us from cat medallion. The fewer crystals we have, the more damage our weapon does. That's cool. The little half heart right there saved us from not being able to get that stone chest because it elevated the exploding barrel just enough to where it didn't trigger a chain reaction of exploding barrels, ruining our chances. So what have I been up to? I think I mentioned it in previous episodes, playing a little bit of Valorant, really enjoying that game. I am working on, and we can do 2 jumps because we have a pet. I'm working on making some Valorant. Ooh, this is a hard decision. Espresso raises our... We're going with Thunder because active upgrade your gun level permanently. So we're going to be able to upgrade it a couple of times and then switch guns to have like a level 5 gun or something. It's going to be really, really good. So I've been playing Valorant. I've been making content for it. Not currently live on the channel, but I have been recording content for it. I think I'm going to do a little bit, not a highlight Valorant episode or content so much as just little clips pieced together, not like a skill montage, but just like a funny moments montage, maybe mixed in with some cool plays, stuff like that. I think that'll be entertaining and kind of how I want to approach Valorant. So just off of this little play, we've gotten to weapon level 5, which is kind of insane. Look at this. Do you guys see what I'm seeing right now? Let's unlock this to try to get as many crystals as possible. If we're able to upgrade our weapon again, that would be insane. And you know what? We're gonna do it. Oh, I need more coins for that to work first. Okay, that's okay. I think we're ready to battle our boss. We can go in the secret room after facing George. So we are doing dramatically less damage because we have full crystals now. When you saw that extreme damage before, that was because of our cat medallion. But this isn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. We're definitely going to be shredding this guy pretty hard. Weapon level 5 on the first boss. Wow. Broccoli. Good stuff. I think we need 25 coins to be able to use this active. So let's head on over. Do we remember where the secret room was? Yes. And we get a little bit of a challenge room. I hope this does drop an item once we complete it. I've also been just, in lieu of the break, thinking about how I want the vibe of the channel to be. I've been assessing my commentary skills a little bit, what I want to change, what I want to get better at. And I've been watching this guy. Okay. Way too much damage is being taken here. I've been listening to this guy. Upgrade your weapon, increase your bullet velocity. Named Harris Heller. He's from Alpha Gaming. I never watched his stream or his... really any of his videos besides his... He calls them like the stream doctor. He just tells you how to make your stream better. He also talks about YouTube channels a little bit. I'm not sure if people like his opinion in the community or if he is well known or not well known. He has like 300k subscribers, so he has a pretty big community built up. But anyways, one of the tips he gave that really resonated with me is he said you should put a couple of characteristics down on a piece of paper, and you should try to embody those characteristics during your content creation to try to build up a little bit of a brand. That makes a lot of sense to me, and I think that's something I'm going to be pushing for a little bit more. I'm not going to necessarily tell you guys what words I decided to write down for my quote-unquote brand, but I think we're going to try to be developing on that more and more throughout these episodes and building our brand, if you will, as we go a little bit as well, which is what we've been doing. So yeah, just a lot of stuff that's been on my mind recently. I had a good weekend. Today is Monday. Did you guys do anything fun this weekend? Okay. We got it. I went to this cigar bar, which was a fun experience. I went with my mother, my aunt, and my brother. And cigar bars don't sound that appealing based on their name, right? It's a cigar bar. It's not really my cup of tea. However, this place is really good. It's like kind of high end. You end up racking up a bill of like close to $400 if you're there for like a couple drinks and like a couple entrees, stuff like that. So it's not like a trashy place. And I don't know if the towel, let's just go, oh, that's awesome. And I don't know if that's offensive to say to people that like cigar bars or anything, but if it is, my apologies. Anyways, this place is really good. I did get a cigar after my time there, after having a couple nice drinks. And I can safely say I do not like cigars. I had, I think, a quarter of a small cigar, and I had a headache for the rest of the day, just from, you know, what might have been 10 puffs or something. I'm not quite sure, but the rest of the day, until about like early morning, I was feeling just bleh. I know that's pretty common, and I'm pretty sure that's common with like new cigar smokers, right? Not that I'm a new cigar smoker. I wouldn't even classify myself as a cigar smoker, but that was my consensus on it. It wasn't bad. I kind of enjoyed it. I like the idea of smoking a cigar more than actually smoking one. Like after those couple drinks, you're feeling a little bit buzzed. You had a nice meal. You're feeling a little bit lethargic, but in a good mood. And you think, you know what? I could like sit on a nice patio seat in the warm but not unpleasantly warm sun and just really enjoy a cigar. That sounds good. But then halfway through, I'm sitting there like, Lord, this cigar is fighting back a little bit. Not to mention, immediately afterwards, I logged into League of Legends Clash tournament with my buddies. We did pretty well, surprisingly, even though I was, you know, slightly buzzed from dinner still. Had that headache from the cigar. We did well. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Clash or, you know, so much League, but we're in the tier 2 of brackets, which is the second highest tier. It essentially meant that our highest ranking person was D4, so we got placed against some pretty skilled enemies. We made it to the finals, and we were ahead. I would say we were reasonably ahead until the very end, when we just got caught out a couple of times, and it was all over. After that, we did not perform bad by any stretch of the imagination, but we definitely threw that last game a little bit, which I was not upset. Upset is the wrong word. It was my first time ever playing Clash, so I was very excited and very happy with the whole experience, but I was just slightly disappointed when we ended up losing at the last second there. We are struggling on consumables, which seems to be a little bit common, but not the end of the world. Let's try to play this to get at that chest, but you know what? We are gonna need two. Well, how many pets do we have? Can we just jump up there? Wow, that seems strong. Seems very strong. That's like pretty much flight. We are essentially flying around here. Let's just go ahead, face our boss, see what we get to make the rest of the floor a little bit easier, because we will be able to beat this guy without too many... What's happening? Okay. It doesn't look like he's doing contact damage, which means I'm going to try to... Upgrade your weapon, increase your rate of fire. Holy cow. We took a little bit more damage there than I would have liked. Let's teleport around here. I was talking about Clash. Yeah, we made it to this finals. We lost. I was also... I mean, yeah, the whole experience was a blast. An absolute ton of fun. How did you guys do in your Clash games if you partook? The next Clash event is February 5th. I mean, not February. September 5th. Which will be a ton of fun. He took all the coins. Let us blow this up. Cool. Oh, little grabber, you sly son of a gun! Never letting me actually get to those coins. There was another topic on my mind that I wanted to talk about. I got that one. So we do have 25 coins for the next time we would like to upgrade our weapon. And then after that, I think maybe we upgrade it 1 or 2 more times once we find enough crystals. But after that, I think we're going to switch weapons as soon as possible. And never pick up a crystal again, so that we get the max damage bonus from our kitten medallion. We do get to go in our item room this floor, which is such a privilege. Add a crystal container. You can get crystals after killing enemies. Okay. Little bit of a nombo there. A not ideal item synergy between that and the kitty medallion. Because after we kill enemies, there's a chance we get a crystal, which is obviously good if we're able to use our items active, but bad because it will lower our items, or our damage stat. So you know what? Not the worst thing in the world, but maybe I'll look for a gun that has... Maybe I'll look for a gun that has an activated effect I can frequently use for 1 or 2 crystals to just always make sure we don't have full crystals. So here we go. Let's traverse back to the starting room instead of going to the teleporter in the next room. This lets us essentially maximize our chance of getting more wisdom deals. For example, if we go into this room and get at this teleporter, there could be a wisdom crystal in here. And when we see that in a room, we kind of want to rush towards it. We want to rush towards that wisdom crystal and activate it as quick as possible. If we do that, we already have a full wisdom meter, so it doesn't give us any benefit to do that. And then if we have to fight, boom. Okay, beautiful example, because here it is. I mean, there's no enemies in this room, but if there was enemies in this room, there'd be a very good chance this would have to turn into a wrath deal. So always good to think 2 steps ahead. Our little beggar has died. And we've gotten lottery ticket, which pretty much means We are balling out of control in terms of money. Holy cow. We have 908 coins. That is ridiculous money. That's stupid money. That's some fuck you money. Look at our character. Do we have a golden head? So, oh, a multi-heart. Ouch. Ouch. Let's go into our shop. And just buy everything, essentially. Soldier mask. There's a chance my bullets will track enemies. Cool. What does this do? Noise. The ideal of the past. Summon a ladder. Do we like this, guys? No, there's a chance we get just an insanely upgraded weapon. I kind of like that chance. It seems fun to me. Okay, that double throw looked cool, but was not intentional. I mean, I think it was necessary, whatever the outcome. I think we're going to have to use 2 bombs there. So, this is actually a very good item, the tracking tiers, because I'm pretty sure the tracking tiers will just... I'm trolling. The tracking tiers will just fire at enemies occasionally. I mean, those are doing their own thing, those tiers. There's no enemies in this room. So I'm not 100% sure what they're doing, but... I'm taking a little bit too much damage, I would say. Let us fight the boss for fun. Sung, God of Screens. Sung got in quite a bit of cheeky damage there, but to be honest, died. Extra bullets per shot and increased my movement speed. Sung died very quick, but did get in a couple cheeky hits on us. Anyway, I'm not able to make an extra jump, even with the windmill. We're just gonna play this because we have so many coins. I'm also another reason for the slight delay in videos, and this might sound like a kind of an oxymoron reason, but I'm so close to moving into the like permanent studio area that I've kind of been talking about, that, and I'm so excited for that being in this current area that I'm at is almost a little bit dissuading to make videos. Does that make sense? Not dissuading. That is the wrong word. I'm not dissuaded. I don't have a negative view of making videos at all. I have a positive view. But I'm so excited to be like moving into the new area that it almost blows my current motivation out of proportion. So there's this weird kind of balance of motivation, if that makes sense. Who knows if I'm making sense. That's okay though. We are going to move on to level 5. We have weapon level 7, which is pretty insane for the Argus floor. I do want to upgrade it a couple of more times. There we go. We're level 8 now. Before we move on to... Before we get another weapon is what I was going to say. We haven't gotten that many wisdom deals. That's partly because I'm playing with this slightly awkward weapon that I'm not used to. Taking a couple hits on most rooms, to be honest. But it looks like we're getting kind of on a little bit of a roll here. Let's check our item room. Mustard poop, our favorite item. Eggs can cause damage to enemies. So because I have a ton of zombie sisters. Yeah. Wow. Look at all those jumps. What's the move? What is the move? So we heal double hearts for every heart pickup, and we also take only half a heart of damage max, which means we are very, very tanky. It's going to be extremely hard to kill us, especially as we move more and more into the game and we get more and more wisdom deals and we keep scaling more and more and more. Ooh, a Sacred Tears Magical Bean. Magical Bean does something with crystals, which is cool, I think. Recover all my hearts and increase my weapon's damage. Sure, I wonder what I just missed out on by not taking Sacred Tears. Those sounds, like they're probably... It's a strong item. That might be completely biased just off of my knowledge of Sacred Heart. We get 3 jumps. Is it possible to do this? 1, 2. We only get 2 jumps now. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. I'm not sure if this extra jumping item is bugged, but we definitely have 3. We definitely have 3 pets, and when we had a bunch of zombie sisters, we had like infinite jumps. So it seems like maybe a slightly... Oh, rah. Our Wrath Crystal has, or our Wisdom Crystal has turned into a Wrath Crystal. And because, see, now we're not able to get any extra jumps, which means I'm gonna have to hit the Wrath Crystal. No, I am not going to have to hit the Wrath Crystal. That was extremely close. We almost got, you know, I don't want to use the word cucked, because I don't like that word, simply because I feel like it's a cop-out for a lot of situations. Magic Wand. You have the chance to gain crystals when I get hurt. Whoa. Okay, this is starting to get spicy. We have got a lot of ways to gain crystals. An item that gets upgraded permanently whenever we use the active. Pretty much no limit on gold to how many times we can use the active. We're already level 8. This is starting to become the perfect storm of how many times we're able to upgrade this weapon. Oh, those are spikes down there. I thought they were like pressure plate spikes. That's my mistake. I thought I heard something drop over here. Yep. Let's go ahead and open up the shop so we're able to turn our... So we're able to turn on the wisdom. Bent spoon. Add a crystal container and increase my gun's damage. HAWKEYE. I'm watching you. Passive plus active. Enemies hit by this gun will be marked. You can detonate them. Let's do a little testing. Let's see how powerful this gun is. If it's super duper powerful, maybe we run with this. We also have the messenger. Whoa. HAWKEYE looks a little bit stronger, not going to lie. HAWKEYE kind of fills that niche we were talking about earlier as well, which is a gun we can use the active of often. And you know what? I just realized we're on Argus, so we're not going to be able to retrieve the other gun, but that's okay. I'm happy with our damage. I'm happy with our weapon level. And we've got strange masks. Add extra bullets per shot and a shield. Moving on to level 6. We do have to figure out a way to get our wisdom meter back online. We did take a hit of damage there, so that's a small issue. Let's just avoid damage in these rooms at all costs. Not today, Five Nights at Freddy's Bear. Not today. About that channel rebranding, I know that, like, this is gonna sound weird maybe. A lot of commentary is very forced emotion, and maybe we got hit. Is very forced emotion and maybe somewhat designed to go after not a more lighthearted viewers, if not kids, straight up. I don't know. I don't want to make content like that. So I don't know how much like forced enthusiasm I should be putting in my commentary. I think I want to do a little bit more. I think I'm fairly subdued in a lot of these episodes. I think part of that is because I take a lot of inspiration from the YouTuber Northern Lion. He's just kind of a commentary that I've always thought was very entertaining to listen to. He doesn't go nuts in his commentary, which isn't a bad thing at all, because it makes the times where he does get very excited very entertaining as well. So it's something to think about, and it's something I've been thinking about a little bit. Bunch of goodies out of that. Another telephone item. Locksmith. If you don't have a key, I can use coins instead. Sure. Let's see what this does. Not that cool. Oh. Wait, is it cool? Ooh. Okay, we're going with this one, guys. We've changed our minds. I like how it explodes into more bouncy bullets, and they just bounce around. Seems pretty fun. What does weapon level actually affect in this game? can't quite tell. I think it's damage. I think it's like an all stats up a little bit. Like it affects your damage, your rate of fire, perhaps. And it seems like maybe sometimes it affects your bullets per shot. But I'm not 100% positive on that. We turned that into a Wrath Crystal as well. This might be a situation where we want to use all of these. Where we want to use all of these Wrath Crystals and chests that are on the level simply to get the Wrath deal and get started on the Wisdom deal meter again. That's what I'm gonna do, actually. Gonna take damage there. Gets our Wrath deal up quite significantly. Head over here. Hit that. Let us teleport. I'm pretty sure there was a Wrath chest on this level. Yep. And if we just take damage in the next room, maybe in this one, just run over here, let one of them hit me. There. Now let's just clear out the rest of the challenge room, take our Wrath deal, potentially get an Ares token. Oh, we're taking a lot of damage, actually. Golden apple. Upgrade weapon, increase your movement speed slightly. A wonderful item, definitely a staple. Trade one of our heart containers for... I have not received this item yet. Evil bracelet. Every time I use a key, there's a chance I'll get an angry sprite. Spirit or sprite? What does it say? Sprite. So that is pretty cool. I can jump a lot again. I can do 2 additional jumps, so 3 jumps total. And now we are on our path back to Wisdom. So we are going to try not to take any damage. Okay, that was very close. Popcorn and crystal hard candy. Every time your pet evolves, drop 2 crystals. There's a teleporter in this room, which I will use. Couple of hearts. Another couple of hearts. I am so excited for school to start back up again. If you're just tuning into the channel, I am a senior at Grand Valley State University in Michigan. I'm studying economics and international business, as well as I have a minor in German. So I'm a senior there. All good stuff, but essentially I'm on summer break right now. I can't wait to go back to school because I'm just looking forward to having somewhere to go during this pandemic. You know, you're really only going maybe 2 places, 3 places outside of your extra. You have a chance to drop extra crystals when you get hurt, which stacks with one of my items. We are really rolling in the crystals. You don't have a lot of places to go during quarantine. It's kind of the whole point of quarantine. So my school is doing some hybrid classes, which means we are confirmed to be going into class at least part of the time, part of the days during the week. And just having that place to go, that objective, that goal, getting out of the house, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not an extrovert. I would consider myself an introvert, but this quarantine really tests your really test your ability to make yourself entertained, to be able to find motivation and passion projects when, you know, not a lot of people are telling you what to do. I still have, like, I'm still working my job, right? So it's not like I'm doing nothing through the day and need to completely guide myself unless I'm lost. Or I completely guide myself and there's nothing to do if I don't. It's not that I'm in that situation. It's just that... Oof. It's just that having school gives you a little bit more purpose in your life too as well. Same with a job, but you know, school it's its own thing. To be honest, I didn't realize I was on hell. I probably wouldn't have immediately gone into this room. We have a very bad weapon for fighting him as well. Okay. We're able to take 2 more hits. We're able to take 1 more hit. I'm dead. To be honest, I did not see that coming in the slightest. I thought we were kind of OP. We have 10 gems we can use for upgrading. That run wasn't my favorite, to be honest, because we weren't even really... We didn't have a good chance to face Athena. So I'm activating the safe switch, which is a rule. If you haven't been hurt on this level, you may find the switch, pull it to take you somewhere special. So this is like a special area, I suppose. Going back to our original conversation when this video started, this is a run that a couple of days ago I probably would not have posted because, one, I don't think the commentary was exceptionally special, and it was kind of a boring run. We died on Hal. Definitely not our best performance. We're trying to go after Athena, kind of been the theme of the episodes. That hasn't really happened, but in light of taking a couple days off, I will be posting this one. So guys, make sure if you liked the video, leave a like on the video. If you like the video, leave a like on the video. Yeah, that makes sense, right? If you like the video, make sure to leave a like. If you like the content of the channel in general, make sure to subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. And if you want to talk about anything on your mind, make sure to leave a comment. If you want to give me suggestions for future games I should play, few suggestions for Neon Abyss and what I could be doing better, go ahead, leave that in the comment section. If you just want to talk about how your day was, what you're looking forward to this weekend, also go ahead, leave a comment. I will respond. We'll have a nice little conversation. I'll see you guys in the next one.